I show speed.
Wealth, fame, power. The man who obtained everything in this world, the Pirate King, I show speed. His final words before his death drove people to the seas.
探せこの世の全てをそこに置いてきた男たちはグランドラインを目指し夢を追い続ける世はまさに大海賊時代ありったけの夢をかき集め探し物を探しに行くのさ One Piece羅針盤なんて渋滞のもと熱に浮かされ漢字を取るのさ誇りかぶって宝の地図も確かめたのなら伝説のありったけの夢をかき集め探し物を探しに行くのさポケットの恋それと You wanna be my friend We are on the crew You think you're the king? I'm the king! No! We are
Hey, you're never joining my customs ever again, bye.
I Show Speed has 52 million subscribers. He's the world's most viral streamer, and people love him for a reason. He's confident, he's energetic, he lives every day to the fullest, and is unapologetically himself. We love streamers and not celebrities because they're real. And I Show Speed is real! We love these guys because of that. They've got what we want. But we're not gonna magically be like strong enough to do whatever we want or anything. You can flip a switch, sure, but it's not like all of the lights to your success are gonna flick on immediately. It's closer to like how they made all those crazy Greek statues, where you got a slab of marble and just carved out the dude. This is probably where Aristotle got his ideas from, because he said we don't become strong by admiring the strong from a distance. We have to chip away at a stronger version of ourselves until it becomes who we are. The easiest and most common way to make a blueprint is to look for what you like about other people. These role models are the same no matter what the medium. And these guys usually end up being fictional characters. When you grow up seeing your favorite hero on TV, you go to school the next day and copy them. There's a study out there of 208 young adults, and they define this phenomenon as a kind of wishful identification, where the more successful, visible, and entertaining a figure is, the more likely they are to be imitated. There are people in my school who bark loudly in the hallways just because I Show Speed did it. Sometimes people will even pay those people like $1 and they'll gladly do it. That was me. Just the other day, I barked for $1. I barked in the hallway for $1. I'm not denying it, but it was really funny. I felt great. I felt silly, but I felt great. I also did it because it felt like the kind of thing Luffy would do for free. So I guess he's my blueprint. In psychology, these kind of blueprint people are called models. When you see these people as blueprints for an ideal version of yourself, you can't help but try and copy them. And this goes for both easy things like barking in the hallway, and hard things like rough social situations where you don't know what to say, what to do. So you turn to
the most available scenario in your head of a person doing the impossible.
And you start to ask questions like, what would Luffy do? And eventually it gives you the motivation to complete it, and it brings success. When you apply that kind of thinking over and over again, it just solidifies that. When it solidifies, it becomes hard to stop, and you just steamroll into this new version of yourself. Because at some point it stops being a conscious effort to replicate your hero, when it becomes a part of who you are as a human being. And at that point you begin to inspire people in the same way Luffy did for him and for millions of other people. Because he's loud, unserious, and somehow more free than any one of us. He gets attention the same way Luffy does, because just like in One Piece, the world is full of quiet people. It's like the quote where nobody cares if you fart. So, drop the shit.
I'm just gonna need a receipt for that.
Everyone's being eaten away by their insecurities, and it becomes easy to overthink until opportunities just slip away. Where most people freeze on a stage, people like Speed and Luffy use that opportunity to inspire everyone by being their most genuine selves. All of this is pretty much what people don't get about One Piece. You ask for a show recommendation so you can be entertained. You're not really looking for something to change your life when you ask that question. So obviously, you're not gonna binge it. Don't even try to do that in the first place. You're not watching 1,158 episodes in 2 or 3 sittings. This is something that you grow with, something that you take the time to watch over the course of a year, and for some, their whole childhood. One Piece fans recommend the show not just for the incredibly deep stories and fleshed out characters, but for what the show means for their lives. The greatest pieces of fiction get there because the goal was never about entertaining, it was about sending a message and seeing how well it moved people. This is why Plato's taught his students with myths. Because if you're trying to learn about something deep, like, let's say, the world's strongest military is actually just a personal guard for the elite class, you're not gonna get a single word of what I'm saying. But if you take the time to watch One Piece, on the other hand, you'll start to understand how our world works and why it needs to change, starting with you. You start building your ideal self, so you can become who you want to be. Who are your favorite characters? What about them do you love? How free-spirited they are? Why do you love what you love about them? And for my favorite question, what is your dream? You can be anything in the world that you want to be. So what is it? Who do you want to be? All of these questions are essential to understanding who you are and what you want for yourself. Once you have those, you can build that version of yourself and solidify them as who you are by doing at least one thing every day to redefine that person. And when you become the realest, fullest, freest version of yourself, you'll know, because people will follow you too. Don't stop, don't shrink, and most importantly, don't sell yourself short, because you have potential, man.
Shut up!
What was that one movie called? The one with Samuel L. Jackson, and he's like abusing a couple of high schoolers? That one guy he pinned to the wall. In that guy's words, or actually maybe that was like a quote, right? So maybe the original author. Anyways, whatever. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.